Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Lewis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Under fire. Looking for room at the 25. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking at.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown Sooners! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. There he goes. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. The quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Thomas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs
turning it on. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback.
Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. That turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. When the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline, that might be a home run play for the offense.
Caught close to the marker, it's Tatum. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. grabbed behind the line. It's Tatum. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll try the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Mateer. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pressure coming. Lets it fly on the move. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Gibson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. A designed run for the quarterback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He'll take a deep shot here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Ott. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run. It's Ott, looking for room at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite tracks.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sooners. And that one will put him up here in the second half. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got the first down. Looking for more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Skips away from pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Off play action on 1st down. The short hands, it's Ott.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Gets it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Ott. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Gives it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Calling his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down.
This juncture in the game, in the 3rd quarter, you got a touchdown lead. After that play, I think you go ahead and you kick it, you make this thing a 2-possession game.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. And the Volunteers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He got a hand on it, deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
And he slips the 1st defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Vols will hustle to the line.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a 1st down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Snagged out of the air. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. It's complete, and he goes out of bounds after coming out with positive yardage there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. The throw. Finds his man. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Rushes on him. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. He has the first and still on his feet. All